Was a popular drink and
Hi guys! So today, Professor Amarion, I'm going to be answering your lesbian assumption. Again, answering your lesbian assumption. Now let's begin. A lot of you assume a lot of things about lesbians, and today your favorite Nigerian lesbian is going to answer some of your lesbian assumptions that you have, that your friends might have, your neighbors might have, your enemies might have, your people might have, just anybody might have. Professor Amarion is here for you. If this sounds like something you're interested in, get comfortable. This is about to be breastful. They like to look your face. My girlfriend is walking. I'm trying not to stop her. Whew, I have to put off this fan. The fan affects the sound waves when I'm recording, but I wish I can have it on because I'm constantly sweating my videos. I don't know what is with me and NEPA. Every time I'm about to start recording a video, NEPA takes their light. Dear Nigerian Electric Providing System Society, NEPS, why me? I'm just a girl trying to make it. So why me? In case you're not following me on Instagram, this is a good time to follow me on Instagram because my Instagram is popping. At least you guys say my stories are popping. Anyway, my stick has broken. Number one on my list of assumption is all lesbians are good in bed. I don't know why people assume this. I don't know why people even think this. No. It's even harder in the lesbian scene. Any sexual scene that is not heterosexual, it is way harder because since biology, since forever, the thing we get education on is heterosexual sex. The thing we get taught about is penis and vagina. So any sex that does not involve a piece of penis and a piece of vagina, it is always a new ball game entirely. When you're learning as a lesbian, when you start having sex as a lesbian, you have to first of all unlearn every other sexual expression that you've learned from biology and learn from scratch all over again how you want to express your body, how your body wants to express itself with the person you're having sex with. So no, not every lesbian is good in bed. No, there are people that are still figuring the whole bed mathematics out. Just like in straight situations, not every girl is good in bed with a guy and not every guy is good in bed with a girl. So same thing applies to lesbians, same thing applies to gay guys, same thing applies to everybody. You learn how to have sex in whatever sexual situation you're going to have sex in, and you know, learn your act and perfect it. So no, being a lesbian does not mean you have some magic powers in bed. I'm so sorry. In case some of you are banking on that, well, I'm sorry. For those of you that are even banking that if you want to have a very good sexual experience, then you should probably sleep with a lesbian. Oof, no, you can sleep with one that is bad in bed. Number two, lesbians hate men. I don't know. In fact, I know the person that comes up with this particular assumption is the person that we have a problem with. The whole point of being a lesbian is being a girl who likes a girl, being a woman who loves a woman. So there's no man involved. Men are not involved in lesbian dealings, and I think that's the problem. The problem is that a man is not involved, so the world tries to put a man somewhere. So they say lesbians hate men. At least men are now put somewhere. If blood comes out of your vagina, they will call it menstruation. If a man is not inside something, but they will find a way to sharp put a man inside. And that is why, to me, I feel like they are spreading this whole notion that lesbians hate men. Lesbians have nothing, want nothing to do with a man sexually. Lesbians are women who love women. All right, women who love women, not women who hate men. A man is not involved in the equation. Do not try to bring a man one way or the other and bring him to the hate door. No, that is on you. That is not on us. So the next thing on my list is that lesbian relationships have no commitment and no future. I don't even know why people will assume this, because lesbian relationships have been known to be very intense and deep and very commitful. I don't even know the word. They are as valid as a straight relationship, a gay relationship, every other kind of relationship. And for people to just assume that when a girl and a girl are in a relationship, they are just having sex, I think is very, very disrespectful. So if you're sitting down somewhere watching this bald girl and you're assuming this, or you have these assumptions, or somewhere inside of you these assumptions live inside of you, please let go of those things. Lesbians are human beings who love themselves. They are valid. They're as valid as you heterosexual fuckers. Alright? Stop assuming that because it's called lesbian, it just means sex. So the next thing on my list is lesbians are attracted to every girl they see. Or in attached this particular one, a bonus one attached this one is that lesbians are attracted to every lesbians they see. If you ask most lesbians, they'll tell you this, that most of their straight friends or straight girls just tend to act shady around them, especially in things like, oh, we're in a situation where we need to change our clothes or change into something real quick, and you see someone maybe turning their backs at you because they want to. I know some people, even though it's just all girls, they still have a thing with letting someone see their body. That is valid, but there are people who do that solely because, oh, they know you're a lesbian, so they just assume because you're a lesbian you're staring at their boobs. Like, girl, chill. I have boobs too. I'm not staring at your boobs. I'm not into you. I don't like you like that. I have a type. We are not out here because we are lesbian looking for every girl to kiss and every girl to sexualize and every girl to look and check out. We are not looking at your ass. Okay, now I think that's the one that even gets to me, the one that you think because a lesbian is in a room, then she's looking at every girl's ass. It also leads me back to that whole thinking that lesbian means sex, or lesbian means something that will lead to sex, or lesbian means sexual. Like, you don't attach importance or value to our existence. You think we are all about physicalities, and it's quite disrespectful. So if you're a straight girl and you have that assumption inside of you that, oh, because your friend is a lesbian and she's constantly looking at your ass or she's constantly checking out your boobs, then please just drop it. Like in the hot, just drop it. I know there are people that might be checking you out, but it's not because, you know, all lesbians look at every girl that passes them like, like, you know, like we don't have quality control, type control. We're not attracted to everybody we see because we're attracted to a gender. We can be friends with females. The same thing for the guys. Because a guy is gay, it doesn't mean he cannot have male friends. It doesn't mean he's checking out all his male friends or looking at their ass or their ball sack. No, he's not. The next on my list is people assuming that lesbian relationships are easier than normal relationships. By normal, they mean heterosexual relationships. And every time I hear this, I'm always laughing. Like, you wish. Like, you hear it from girls most times when a girl gets heartbroken and she goes something like, I'll just stop dating guys and go and be dating girls, or I'll just, you know, move to the other side. Bitch, why do you think that is easier here? It's not. If you think your heart is being broken in heterosexual setting, in a lesbian setting, they will grind your heart. They will grind it. There are way more struggles in the same-sex relationship domain than the other side. For those of you that have that beliefs inside of you that lesbian relationships, gay relationships, or any relationship that is outside of the heterosexual setting is easier, I'm sorry to disappoint, but they are not. Every relationship is hard work, and lesbian relationships are not excluded. The next assumption on my list is the assumption that lesbians have not met the right guy, or they've not had the right dick yet. I've had people say that to me on social media, not in person. I mean, a person cannot say it to me in person. I mean, forget the fact that I'm smiling and I have a cute face. If you see me in person, I look scary and mean. I don't know. I think I look scary and mean, and people don't talk to me, so I believe I look scary and mean. But like, you can't tell me that rubbish in person. I've had people say that to me in my DMs. There's even one time that this guy actually put himself out there and said something like, if you have a taste of me, you would not be thinking you like girls. I just blocked him. I didn't even want to reply that rubbish. But like, it's a very stupid and disrespectful assumption. It is. I don't even want to go deep in replying and answering that, because it's quite foolish. It's quite foolish, my brothers and sisters. It's quite foolish. I'm just saying, if you have that assumption, most of the replies I'm even giving in all of these assumptions is I'm trying to like tell you guys, but those of you straight parties that follow me, if you have these assumptions, if you assume all of these things, that is why you have me. That is why I'm your girl. How would you feel like if you go out, I let you go out with some rubbish assumptions, and you know someone else is correcting you? Why am I now your favorite lesbian? It is my duty to correct your rubbish assumptions. So that is why I'm here. I'm here to correct every of your rubbish assumption. Okay, not every, the ones I listed in this video. If you have more, you can tell me in comment section down below, but the ones listed in this video, I'm here to correct them. For those of my straight brethren that are watching me, for those of my straight sisters that are watching me, that love me, I'm here to help you. All right, we don't judge straight people. We accept straight people in this area. We just correct your assumptions. All those your silly assumptions that you have about lesbians, we correct them here. We don't judge. Unlike some people. So if you have that silly assumption that a lesbian lesbian or any lesbian or a gay person or a gay man or a gay boy has not met the right woman yet, or has not been inside the right pussy yet, or a lesbian woman or a lesbian girl has not met the right man yet, or has not met the right dick yet, then my brother and my sister, please drop it here. Let's shame the devil. Let you and I put hands together like this and shame the devil. Over the years, the media, society, people in general have just assumed that queer lives are jokes, or just they've been portrayed in a sexual way, that everybody just assumes that when you call a lesbian, when you call a gay person in a movie, in a setting, it's just, they're just there to just satisfy their sexual wantings. They don't attach realness and depth and value to our existence. I think that's why most of us are trying to speak up more about things that really concern us, because like the whole media, the whole society has represented us falsely, and hence these whole stereotypes and assumptions. I don't know why a person will believe that reason why lesbians exist is because they have not met the right men. Again, we are bringing men into the situation. Lesbians have nothing they want from men in a sexual setting. Stop bringing men into the situation. All right, thank you. So another thing that is on my list for assumptions that people have, I think this is more like a question that people throw at lesbians or lesbians in a relationship all the time. They always want to know who is the man in the relationship, and most times they assume the masculine looking one is the man in the relationship. They just assume that gender roles of a man is played by the masculine looking one in the relationship, and I don't know why. I mean, I understand why people assume this, but I'm here to tell you, because of course I'm your favorite lesbian auntie, that there's no man in the relationship. The reason why it's called a lesbian relationship is because there are two women in love. Two, not one woman and a subconscious hidden man. Two women make up a lesbian relationship. So there's no man in the relationship, and this also goes to answer the assumption that the masculine looking one in the relationship is trying to be a man or wants to be a man. No, I've said this before in one of my videos. Tomboys are not necessarily women who are trying to be men or women who want to be men. They are women who don't want to be restricted to what you call feminine. They want to have the option to express themselves anyway and anyhow. It's you that call them masculine. They don't call themselves masculine. They are women who express themselves the way they express themselves. So no, the masculine looking one in the relationship is not trying to be a man, and no, there's no man in the relationship. The next one on my list is lesbians are just going through a phase, or this is just an experiment, or you'd eventually get married to a man. Is that thing again where people want to make everything about a man? Like, I'm tired. I'm really tired of answering all the assumptions and men are in the center of it. I'm tired. So I'll just skip this one. No. The answer is just no. The next one on my list is that all sports women are lesbians. No, this is not true. People just assume that every woman who plays football, or every female footballer, or every female basketballer, every female athlete is a lesbian. This is not true. We have people like Serena Williams. She's an athlete and she's female and she's married to a man. She's not a lesbian. So no, this is not true. No. The last and not the least one is the one that pertains to lesbians that come from the country that I'm from, or countries like the country that I'm from, which is African countries or countries like Nigeria. The assumption that being a lesbian is a foreign concept, is something that is not African, something that is not new, something that is borrowed from the Western world. This is not true. In fact, my own mother once shared the story with me of how women in the olden days in Igbo land, when a man gives birth to just one child and the child happens to be female, back in the olden days it can be done where the woman will get married to women and her wives will go out there, get pregnant by random men and come back and give birth to these children for her, and this would be a way for her to continue her father's name. Of course, this is one way patriarchy has defined women loving women back in the day, and I'm not even trying to use that example as a justification that lesbianism has been here before time. This is just to say that there have been examples of women marrying women culturally. Like, this is not a foreign concept. Think about it. The fact that a woman will marry a woman, there's nothing mind-blowing about it, really. When you think about it, you say they cannot give birth. I mean, it's not just to go out and look for who to sleep with or go and buy sperm and pour inside of you and get pregnant. There's nothing mind-blowing about the fact that a woman would marry a woman. And according to my mom's story, there are cultural expressions that have been able to explain other situations that will warrant a woman to marry a woman. So when we are bringing it to our current day living and saying the idea of a woman marrying a woman or the idea of a woman loving a woman is so foreign, we cannot wrap our head around it, I'm always surprised. Like, didn't you guys read Baba Shegi and His Wives or something like that? Who read that book? If you know the book I'm talking about, please let me know in the comment section down below. I remember at the end of that book, it turned out that most of his wives had relationships, affairs within themselves. So the concept of women loving women has been here since the beginning of time. It has been here since human beings started. It's not a foreign concept. I'm even tired of this video altogether. Answering all of these your assumptions have made me angry. People don't actually respect lesbians. You guys just think our lives is less than. And I think we get the most disrespect from the streets, guys. I don't know, I might be wrong, but I think so. In fact, I'm not wrong. Why would I be wrong? We do get most of the disrespect from straight guys. Would we get from our fellow queer people? Straight people, just do better. If you're following me, if you're watching me, this is why you follow me, this is why you watch me, because you want to learn how best you can. I'm losing the sun is going, and if I don't teach you, who will? I'm like it's all, you know, this is what you're learning from me, how to support the community, how to understand the community, how to do better for the community and for yourself and for the world at large. So with this, I've come to the end of this assumption video, and I hope you guys learned a lot. At least I said a lot of no's, and no's. So if you did not get anything from me, you know the answer to most of the assumptions is no. It's just plain no. We don't hate men, no. We don't want men, no. We don't want your money. Okay, I want your money. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section down below. If you have other assumptions that you want me to probably check through and sort through and answer for you, let me know in the comment section down below. If you have anything you want to say to your favorite lesbian, which is me, let me know in the comment section down below. It is so dark in here. What can I do to help that? Let's see. Oh yeah, the sun just went behind a cloud. That is to say, I need to end this video fast. If you're just seeing my face for the first time, hi, my name is Amara. So subscribe to my channel. If you're not sure, you can watch other videos and decide if you want to subscribe to my channel. I hope you decide to subscribe to my channel because sweet. You can add me on Instagram if you want to get to know me better. If you want to see something on my channel, please let me know in the comment section down below. If you have nothing, well, we're done. If you liked the video, don't forget to like the video. From me to you, this is goodbye, my friends. Goodbye.